everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of DiscDogger Weekly. I'm going to do some throwing forms. I'm going to do the 4 hands form, the 8 hands form, the 12 hands form. The 4 hands form is the white belt throwing form. It consists of a backhand, a sidearm, a push throw, and an overhand wrist flip. The 8 hands form is the yellow belt. 12 hands form is the green belt throwing form. And those are throws of my choosing. I'll show you them as they come up. All right, here we go. 4 hands form. We have a backhand, sidearm, push, come on, Ron, overhand wrist flip. Super simple, that's it, 4 throws. Eight hands form, yellow belt. 4 throws of my choosing, 2 clock, 2 counter. I've chosen push air bounce, flamingo throw, air bounce, like over the shoulder air bounce, and then a trick I call the magic sidearm. So, and again, these forms are about the transition between the throws and about figuring out how to adjust my body between throws in order to hit my target. All the clockwise throws are going to be thrown at 2. All the counterclock throws are going to be thrown at 1. All right, here we go. Boom. Pow, that one's always tough to start. Boom. Pow. All right. Whew. Push air bounce. Oh, that reach from the push air bounce to the flamingo throw is really something else. I'll try and get her done here. Boom. Pow. Boom. Going to 1. Nice try, Ron. Nice try. Boom. Pow. Boom. Boom. Pow. Boom. Come on, Ron. Pow. Whew. A couple of weeks ago, I laid out a 12 hands form. I've decided to do my green belt form as upside down throws. So I have a backhand, thumber, little push staker, and an overhand wrist flip. It's a little bit funky. It's hard to remember the upside down nature of these throws. So it might take me a couple to get it together. So go upside down backhand to 2, thumber to 1, staker to 2, overhand wrist flip to 1. Getting these throws loaded properly is a real important part of throwing. It's the part that's going to screw up your zigzag or get you in trouble when you're flowing on the field. So the 4, 8, 12, or the X hands forms allow you to work on those skills and get a real good feeling for how these things work. Again, these upside down throws are really giving me some trouble getting them together. In particular, this one, that overhand wrist flip. So I'm going to work this a bunch until that transfer becomes natural and well understood. Feeling pretty good. Right now I'm really focused on getting the grip, on loading the disc and being prepared for the next throw. I'm going to try 1 or 2 more of those, and then I'm going to try and shift my focus to precision and accuracy. Now I'm going to work on precision and accuracy. I'm going to throw my clockwise throws to 2, my counterclock throws to 1. Take that one. It's a good one to quit on. Go, go, go. Through flip. Good. Ouse. Oh, oh. Hey, everybody. Welcome to 2022. Up, up, up. Ouse. Yes. Good. Ouse. Through. Yes. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Badass. Wait for it. Go, go, go. Through flip. Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes. Ouse. It has been a while, Ace of Hogan. Ouse. All right. Good. Ouse. Through. Go, Epi, go. Yes, ouse. Yes. Go, Epi. Badass. Go. All right. Hey, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to 2022. Just hanging out, braving the freezing weather. It's going to freeze again pretty serious tonight. Hope we're gonna make it. Hope you're making it out there. There's a lot of crazy weather and crazy things going on. Safe and sane, right? Stay safe and sane. That's easier said than done, I think. Ace of Hogan has the P-Vibe app. Loves it. It is pretty cool, I think. It's neat, man. Like the classes are really solid, and it's a pretty big website, so it's kind of nice to have things all chunked up in an app like that. Pretty soon, the website is going to be like more appified, so it'll look more similar to the app and will function similar to the app. And the app is going to have instant messaging, which I think is pretty freaking awesome. I'm excited for that. I have been soft pedaling the public release on that because without instant messaging, it isn't super awesome or anything. So anyway, I got some new equipment, a couple of doohickeys to connect things up a little easier. And my cameras seem to be working. I should have camera 1 and camera 2. This is actually via a BirdDog NDI. So this is a wireless GoPro now. And then that's the ZV-10. And the busted cam, I don't think it's on anymore. Hang on, I can turn it on. We'll turn it on. It should be on. Are we on? Yeah, the busted cam. We'll turn that on. Gotta have the busted cam, right? Just in case. Just in case. Got it, not quite. There we go. That's where the busted cam is supposed to go. All right. So what's going on? Ace of Hogan has some questions. We're going to get on those. 6 months 6-month-old Border Collie puppy in the house. Super exciting. Excuse me. Oh, no, I'm number 3 there. Yeah, super cool. I'm excited about that for you. That's an exciting time, right? So let's pull up this question and let's just jump right on it. All right. Border Collie pup is 6 months old. What do you recommend for Frisbee at that age? And what's your main goal for a 6-month-old Border Collie puppy? All right. A lot of flat work. Flat work, setup and position. Flat work and setup. Whoops. Setup and position. Flat work compass from the Disc stuff. Yellow belt should be free for you. Flat work compass. Setting the flank. Pendulum. Yeah, that should be pretty good on the Frisbee front. Setup moves. Everything should be happening clock and counter. Your dog should wait and give eye contact before they do anything else, right? When you line up, they should wait and give eye contact. Those are the kind of things that you want to have installed while the dog is young and while the dog is a puppy. So as soon as you have your dog gamey and ready to play and all that, you want to install those throttles and those triggers and those the understanding that the dog is like navigating a mind puzzle as well as being like, wow, crazy Tom with the Frisbee. So that's the kind of stuff you want to have at that time. My main goal for a 6-month-old Border Collie puppy, I don't know, man. Be a dog and work with me, maybe, if that makes sense, right? And know how to be chill and to exist on your own without needing my assistance or my interaction, right? And then working with me, right? A lot of dismissal on a dog at that age. A lot of, hey, go do dog stuff. Get out there into that pasture, No, I'm busy painting the field. I'm sorry. No, you can't do that. Oh my gosh, whoa, what's going on? Oh, it's super awesome. Some cool stuff happens, and then go do dog stuff. I want to make sure that I'm a super exciting part of the dog's life, but that the dog can be happy in his own life. Hopefully that makes sense. That would be my main goal at that age, right? To have a dog that will explore on his own and will check in and come back and work with me, kind of at the drop of a hat. Yeah, setup moves, super important, guys. Super, super important. And I don't know if you were talking about setups there from that comment. But the setup moves are super important. Being able to go in both directions, knowing which direction is your puppy's strong or preferred working direction. Having a dog who will take a stop cue, having a good wait, blah, 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 blah. Sadi. Cookie class, yes, cookie class, patrons only cookie class, Wednesday afternoon. It's pretty awesome. Alicia's here. Yeah, our patrons only cookie class goes down Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, and it's pretty awesome. We cover a bunch of stuff, and as soon as we move to the new place, after I'm out of the bus here, it's a little small. I can almost touch the wall back there. So we'll have a working space where I'll be able to hang out and work dogs during class, which will be super awesome. But yep, cookie class. You should do it, Ace of Hogan. You should jump on the Patreon bandwagon. You should become a patron, jump into class, and do cookie stuff with us. So should the rest of you guys. pvibe.com. You can go there and you can track stuff down. Patreon.com/pvibe too. Yeah, Sydney, I just did a piece. Let's hit on that real quick. So Sydney is still working on Mind versus Out, right? Some days are better than others. You should avoid that shit. Stop working on it, right? Stop working on it. Avoid it, right? Do a tiny bit of work on it. Awesome. Now let's play this game that completely kicks ass where we never ever stop, right? And we only perform perfectly. And then now I'm going to put a little bit more work on this, right? Or let me spend a day and do 3 sessions on it, little mini sessions, 1 to 2 to 3 minutes maybe each. Boom, boom, boom. And now I avoid it for a week or 2 while I play and I utilize the skills elsewhere. Avoiding it is really, really critical. Think about it like counter conditioning. Well, I guess it's counter conditioning and desensitization. When you have like a phobia or something where the dog is like has a physiological response, overwhelming physiological response, right? You can't have that happen. Can't have that crazy town apeshit thing happen. And so, like, when you're working on your drop versus give, right, and you're working on it and you're getting your ass kicked by it, right, it's not happening. And that not happening is like that physiological response that we have that we want to avoid in our counter conditioning and desensitization protocols. We can keep the game moving with the drop. We never have to work the drop. Or I'm sorry, we never have to work the give, right? I can play with a dog. I could do an entire performance freestyle and toss and fetch without ever having to use a give. Ever. I can play every one of the up dog games without a give. Especially if I practice so the drop happened immediately and the drop was ironclad. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. Hopefully that kind of makes sense. You want to skip that. But I did do this thing with Epi. So I had this, I posted an image on the PVibe Digital Dojo, just as I'm doodling and shit. And I came up with this triad, which is take, regrab, give, right? And so it's super, super simple. I think I'm going to have to pull up the picture just so I can demonstrate it. Let me see if I can find it here. Oh, it's on my phone, which is that thing over there. Can't do it. Oh, maybe. Oh, you know what I can do? I can pull it up on the Digital Dojo. Yeah, let's go to the Digital Dojo. Awesome. And open that up. Wrong one. Which one is it? No, I need... So, bang, there we go. Oh, come on. Is this going to load? And we'll move that. Yeah, right at the top. Can I zoom it in? Yeah. So take, regrab, give. Right? Take, regrab, give. Super, super simple. And I did a little video with Epi. I'll play it here in a sec, but we'll just talk about this for a sec. It came from, how cool is that vault position? I don't know, you might not be able to see it. Let me see, can I make it a little bigger? Right? Like laying back with one arm back. And yeah, anyway. So started out with take, regrab, give, catch, fetch, oops, I can't reach it, get me a beer, right? And so like that's like the back chain of go get me a beer, right? And if normally I start that with give, right? I normally start it with give because give is the dog has to bring it back and present it to you, right? And so that's the back chain. What I teach is for go get me a beer, I teach a give, and the dog wants to give it to me. And then, oops, I can't reach it, which is after fetch, or it's an offered fetch. It's an offered target and fetch of anything, right? Like the dog goes and gets the thing that oops, I can't reach. And then I put the target object that the dog wants to give me and that he will already, oops, I can't reach because of the give back chain, because the desire to give is so strong. Oh, if I drop it, he runs and grabs that shit and brings it right back to me, right? If I throw it or hide it or whatever, he wants to get it and bring it back to me, right? And that's the back chain I normally rely on. And then I take the thing and I put it in the fridge. And then I rely on the back chain of the give and his ability to oops, I can't reach it, for him to first nudge the door open and get his head in there and get it, and then utilize the tug, get it, and bring it out. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. So, but what happened was, while I was thinking about that, I realized that the take is kind of the back chain of the give, right? Like if I give it to you and you take it, I can then re-grab it, and we can do a retake, right? So dude, not okay. Epi, give it to me. You are bad. Give it to Ep. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ooh, we need the busted cam. Do we have the busted cam? We don't. Ep. Mine. You're bad. Go do dog stuff. He's mauling this disc here. Ooh, let me use my bang. Oh no, that should not have done that. Sorry, guys. That should have just gone to here. So, if I offer this to you and you take it, yes, right? Then I can re-grab. And then you take it. You take it, I re-grab. Right? I re-grab and we tug, and you take it again, and you take, and you take, and you take. Right? And if you take and you take and you take, and I'm sitting here with nothing, well, you got to put that shit in there, right? And so anyway, I wound up with take being the back chain. Normally take is the target behavior, right? We want the dog to bite. And we want the dog to bite, and the target behavior can't really be the back chain, or so we think. But if we want to get exercise and discrimination between tug and give, or take and give, in essence, we can use the regrab as the retake and the target behavior while we're tugging to continue tugging, and oppose that with the give. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Kind of get the feeling that I'm being far too deep about it, but I'm not. Like, I'm sure I am. Take, regrab, give. Let's roll this epi video. Let's roll this epi video. I'll just create a new dealio. Oh, looks like we got. All right. So, choose file. Where is it? Epi, take, regrab. Okay. All right. So there's the take, right? Oh, why did that keep, why is that, hang on, what's happening here? Yes. Huh. Is that video still running, guys? Mine? Yes. Mine? Sorry, I had some issues with the machine. Yes. Just let you guys watch it real quick. And we'll go through it. I paused it and it didn't pause, and it confused the shit out of me. Yes. Yes, ready, right there. I'm pretty excited about the two GoPros, man. They're pretty nice together. All right, so. Watch how, in the beginning here, he's going to take. When he removes it from my hand, that's when the marker happens. The reinforcement for the take is me initiating the regrab, which is a retake and a retake, right? So we'll see several retakes starting from this first one. So I offer him the bite. As soon as he removes it, that's when the marker happens. The take, right? So everybody can see that, right? I need some feedback here. It's critical in order to explain this little triad thing. So what I'm getting is I'm getting a rebite, and I'm getting a marker on the dog taking it from me, while we are very clearly going after this, right? So a compare and contrast, Sydney, could totally be me doing one of these, then one of the gives, and one of these, and one of the gives. And I could do a fair compare and contrast. But I'm not getting any game and any jam and any play, any fun. That fucking sucks, dude. That's work for me, the dog, and the team. This here, super fun, super interesting, right? You know, all I'm going to do is do this regrab. And we're going to lay this idea of this bite, right? And this is really nice, I think, foundationally for a puppy as well, right? While there's a load on it, if it's being pulled, you should pull on that shit, bro, right? If it's dead, yes, right? Yes. And he's going to pull. If it's dead, if there's no... I got a couple more. I'm doing a good job of keeping it moving. Now here, you'll notice there's no load on it, right? And so I'm giving him this very clear information of yes, as it comes out of and then yes, no load. Yes. Adding in a little attention, bite, drop. And I can work right back into this re-grab thing. Right. Yes. Yes. Aus. Anyway. Yes, really right there. So that triad, I think, is super, super cool. I think that's super, super cool. And hopefully that made sense, right? And hopefully that kind of resonates a little bit with what you with what you're experiencing now, right? Like that you have this, okay, hey, maybe I'll do this a little bit differently. I'll mix it up a little bit. Because it always frustrates me when, oh, dude, I know what it's like to have a fucking mechanical problem. It's terrible. It's terrible when there's a critical mechanical, when your dog won't give, won't drop, or won't bite. It's absolutely terrible, right? Yeah, that would be my guess as well, Sydney. That would be my guess. And the thing is that you're inartfully trying to avoid it, right? You're riding the edge of like, ooh, I kind of, maybe I'll get it, maybe I won't, maybe I'll wind up in that situation, maybe I won't. Ooh, it's just kind of rough altogether throughout this session, that skill, versus I ain't fucking touching a give right now. No way, whoa, right? Yeah, and you've seen, so Sydney's dog, Everly, she gives me the disc right away, right? Like she gives me the disc right away. It's not fair. That was part of that piece from a few weeks ago. It's just not, oops, I can't reach it, Epi. Thank you. Hustle, hustle. Come on, dude. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that was great. That was great. I appreciate it. Okay, go do dog stuff. That was terrific. That was terrific. I know, it was such a bummer. It was a good one for the busted cam. I missed it. Yep. All right. Hey, Anu, what's up? How are you? Glad you get it, Sage Paw. Awesome. And yeah, that's the one I was looking for. I think that is most likely true, Sydney. And by the way, you'll get really good at it, and it'll still be frickin' true, right? Like that's true with me. I think that's just like that. That's a truism. One of my goals. I used to say this all the time. I don't say it so much anymore, and it's kind of a bummer. I should. One of my goals is to eliminate, or is to reduce my hypocrisy to like next to nothing. And so we have these. I wanna do what I know works and do it right 99.xx% of the time, rather than 55.58% of the time I do it when I'm not attending to my shit. And hopefully, that'll probably make sense. But being nice and clear is super, super important. Having that 99.xx% is super important when you're trying to repair that shit with Everly. And this is a give problem with, so here, I'll bring you guys up to speed. And then we'll come back to your dealio, Ace of Hogan. So I was saying that she's awesome with me, and she does it with, she's awesome with Caleb as well. Right? Yep, she knows that in the past she's engaged in tugging it, and I've fallen into a bad cycle of letting her have it accidentally. Yeah, and then like jumping for it and trying to not let it happen, starting out a waiting game, getting pissed off, and then engaging in a unintentionally novel tugging situation. There's a million ways we can blow that. Happy, yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah. Any tips for a dog that wants to go up to every dog and play and get distracted? More dismissal generally. This is that thing that I was talking about. You want your dog to be able to properly disengage in an open field environment, in a field lined with kennel environment, in a barn environment, right? If your dog is overly social with people or doggy, and wants to interact with the dogs and whatnot, that can be a real issue, right? So more dismissal of the dog in general, and more re-engagement, shaped re-engagement. I dismiss the dog. I don't give a shit what you're doing, dude. I'm off limits. Sorry, dude. Not my problem, not my job, right? And then the dog looks in. Yes, that's awesome. Here, come here, let's do the thing. Oh, yeah, we do the thing. Woo, hey, wow, awesome. Go do dog stuff, right? And when we have a history of doing that, the dog learns that both sides of the street are cool. The grass is green on the other side of the street, obviously, right? But, it's pretty sweet over here with my handler, too. And then I just load up my side by pushing the dog away more and reinforcing more after the dog comes back. And the problem is most people are, when their dog is over there with the people, the dog is actively trolling the people, right? And the handler's saying, hey, 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 Epi, 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 Epi. And all Epi hears is go, Epi, go, while he's doing all this bad stuff out here. If Epi's doing this and nothing's happened, and Epi's dismissed, they're good dog people, and Epi leaves, yes. And then he comes over here and we do this jamming thing. Woo, yeah. Awesome. King-a-ling. Great work. Whoa, look at him. Awesome. Off. Go to dog stuff. Right? And then I dismiss him and I can recapture that. Right? Let me see. Do we have... Yeah, so he'll get a little drink here, right? Oh, look at that stretch. Holy cow, that was great. Whoa, look at that, right? I had no desire to capture a stretch, like whatsoever, really, right? No desire to capture a stretch. Oh, yeah, ooh, ooh. He offered it. I marked and reinforced it. I hook up with him. I give him like tons and shitloads of love. Yeah, good man. Whoa, great job. Oh, off. Go to dog stuff, right? And now I can shape and capture him again, right? And I want to shape and capture soft work. What you're going to see is he's going to get excited and he's going to push around. He's going to go over there. He's going to lay down. He's going to give me hard eye contact. Give me hard eye contact and shit. And I don't want to really shape and capture that stuff with him. But hopefully that makes sense. So now his action of turning towards me, the first one, and his action of stretching both earned interaction with me after he was dismissed. Those things will be more likely to happen, and he will be more excited to come in from being dismissed. He will also know that there are behaviors while he's dismissed that can activate his handler. And now we have a dog who, instead of, bum rushing people, is out there using all of the things in the environment to shape their handler. And if we can cultivate that kind of stuff, we're good to go. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, Epi's a good little lighter retriever. When we drop a lighter in the house, like 10 dogs come sprinting around the corner like it's Hey Kool-Aid en masse. Dog fights happen sometimes over a dropped article. And it's pretty much anything: dropped bottle cap, quarter, coin, penny, whatever. So, yeah, Anu, do the bridging the take thing that was there with Wham. Look at that, bridging the take, October 2020 on the P-Vibe blog. Um, you definitely want to. All you need is a take, actually. This. Oh, let's go back to the dojo. Hang on, let me push my button here. Bang! Did we get it? Yes. So we'll go back to the dojo. The take, regrab, give. Once you have those three things, that triad, you essentially have a catch. You essentially have a catch. You can bridge the take, as was demonstrated with Wham. I'll take a look through my list of scenes over here on the left, the obscene long list of Frisbee dog scenes that are over there on the left. For bridging the take with Wham, I'll run it after this maybe. But with the take, if you can get the dog to take it, and that just means touching it. Yes, I dropped that shit. Yes, that's a take. Yes, knocked it out of my hand. Dog comes over and does it and doesn't knock it out of my hand, and they don't get marked. They hit it harder. It doesn't come out, they hit it harder. Yes, right? And then they can't hit it anymore, and they bite it. Yes, and they drop it right away. And I just shape from the take. From the take, I shape the give using the regrab. And once I have take and give, I have catch via bridging the take with Wham. Does that make sense? Is everybody following that? Oh, DiscDog Nation, watch out. Watch out. Super awesome. Thanks, Chris. Good to see you, man. I hope everything is going well. I'm glad to see you're still safe and sane. I don't know about myself. No, things are going pretty well. Things are going pretty well here in the bus. It's cold. We have a good. We're kind of oriented to a house. We're moving to a house. We're just waiting on closing and shit. And it's funky. It's super awesome. We're super excited. But we're stuck in an RV over there and a bus here, so it's like, fuck. What are you gonna do? But again, take, regrab, give, that triad. The next step is catch. And, I think it's interesting that I have catch before fetch, right? I think that's kind of interesting. Yeah, no. Well, yes. No, yes, no, yes. So, I don't know if she has the drive. Doesn't a dog need drive? Sasha caught it 4 months. No teaching necessary. I'm not used to this. Yeah, join the club of second Frisbee dog, lady. Second Frisbee dog, first Frisbee dog makes you play because, like, dude, shit was easy. We don't recognize how torturously hard it was for both of us, right? Because we were just stumbling through it, learning together. When we try to teach that next dog, we don't have the skill set for that, right? We just don't have the skill set to actually teach stuff because we only know what we did with Sasha or what I did with Mo, right? So, like, we don't know what it's like to have to teach, right? Like you're in everybody's boat who didn't have to teach their first dog, which is everybody. Because if you got to teach a dog, it's fucking painful. But if you can get the dog to take it, and all they have to do is take it, and keep in mind it's take. This is the handler. This is the dog. Yes. When it is yes taken out of this hand. It's not when they bite it. That's not a take. That's just a bite. The take, yes, is the critical part. Because now I'm empty. If the dog would like to do that again, they have to give it to you. And that's what we're playing with take and give, within this triad, within this triad here. Take, and then the dog has to give it because I don't have one. And that's the pull, right? And we usually have, in Sydney's case, she's got the drop on this triad, right? And so she's doing take, give, and drop, which is awesome, right? But she's having to perform the give every time, or every other time. Right? With take, give, and then I take and I re-grab. Yeah, oh yes, and the dog retakes it and retakes it and retakes it and retakes it, right? Now I've got strong likelihood of give. Strong likelihood of throwing that thing back in there. What top question? You'll have to repeat it. I must have missed it. I think I actually did see it, but I don't know. It's way where at. Hey, frisbee, do. I got the multiple thing, main goal for a 6-month-old pup. Distracted with other dogs, got that one. Do. Anyway. Oh, e-collars off leash. You know, where did that go? Why? It's interesting. Oh, wow. The Restream chat seems to be way behind. I have no idea what's happening. Oh, well. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I have no idea what's happening. So, Anu, I'm going to pull up Bridging the Take. Turn that off. Do. And you guys should think about being patrons, man. Lots of cool shit is happening on the Positive Vibe site. Bridging the Take with Wham. Is it gonna work? Yes. Oh, that's number 2 though. Whoa, reverse roller. Reverse roller, what? That's crazy. We can watch this. This is all right. Come on. What? Well, no, we can't because it's already done. I don't need any more work. It's already done. Told you were too advanced for this. All right. This is the kind of thing though that you can't even film it. Like yes, good girl. So I'm tossing it to myself. Yes. And catching it and offering it for a bite. And she's already gotten too fast for it. I'm going to try and find the first one. Yes. Yes, good. Ouse. Yes. It's like, hey. It's like, hey. All right, hang on. Yes. Yes, good girl. Awesome. Whoa. Jermaine, go to dog stuff. No more. Bridging the Take. So, you toss it to yourself, and then you have the dog bite it. And because I have criteria of take, even if the dog touches it with his teeth, yes, oh my gosh, that's amazing. The dog's like, what the hell happened? Doesn't matter. We got it going, right? We got the marker on it. It was exciting. Woo! And then we'll shape that behavior, that removal from the hand. And I'm going to pull up Bridging the Take with Wham. That dog was 7 months old, I think. Let's see. Do I want the social one? No, I think Bridging the Take 2. Everybody, how's it going? Ron Watson, Positive Vibe, host of DiscDog Weekly. I'm here with Wham. Wham! Yeah! She's a tiny, awesome little face smasher. She's pretty good Frisbee dog already. She's done lots of up dog games. Come on, Wham. She had already caught, by the way. This is not a dog that doesn't do stuff. It. Oh, I know, yeah. See, you were too advanced for this drill, Wham. Come here. Yes, good girl. It does lay out the protocol. Get the dog coming after it. And notice I just gave that away. Not tugging with her. I'm just letting her take it from me. Yes. And I gave that to her, right? But she quote unquote took it as in it came out of my hands. I can then shape that into her tearing it from my hands and tugging. I'm going to do this thing called Bridging the Take. And here's the technique. I'm going to toss to myself and give her the bite. And then give her that. Give it to her right away, right? Like she's got to come get it. But as soon as she takes it, I'm gonna use that as my bite criteria, or as my take criteria. That is so freaking cute, man. She was doing this vicious like snarl at the camera. Before she hit it, she'd freeze, pause, and then give it a snarl and go get it. It was super funny. Ooh, she likes to go counter. Yeah. So that throw right there really surprised her. So I'm going to toss it to myself. Yes, good. And then have her bite it. I really want you guys to see this. Vicious. By the way, Sydney and people who were here for the triad opening up, that bite, take, re-grab, give. You can see the take in effect and the back chain of the give. And now I'm starting to provide a little bit of resistance on her take. I won't while she's catching it, but if I'm tugging with her, you'll start to see. You'll see me resist here. There she is, getting all nasty and snarly. But I think I resist here on this one. Nope. Closer and closer. Oh, yes. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Do you want it? Do you want it? I'm going to get more by taking it away from her. Ready? That's the other thing, Anu. Yes, good. You want to take it away from her. We really get in trouble because we want them to get it so badly, and we try to give it to them, right? I want him to get it. I want him to. It's gross. Don't do that. We got to take it away from him. You can't get this. You can't get it. I'm sorry, right? And as soon as you offer that kind of interaction, all the dog wants is that thing they can't get. Starting to jump on this target here. Yes, good girl. And now you can see that I'm resisting more. Right? Because she didn't have a very strong tug while she was like frisbeeing. She did with tugging stuff, but while she was playing frisbee, she was like, no, I don't do that. Remove my hand from the equation. That's a nice little leap. So just because she knows that it works when she takes it, when I don't give it to her, when I don't give it up, she wants it. It's not okay, Ron. I want that. I want that. Good. And she caught that one before I touched it. Ouse. Yes. I'm going to go here, make a toss. Yay! Go! Oh, wham! Awesome. Whoa! So that's it. Bridging the take with wham! Ouse. See, I shouldn't. Don't get Hollywood. You shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. Bridging the take with wham. Yeah. Good girl. Yeah. Yeah, wham is super cool. So hopefully, Anu, hopefully that is helpful. Back to the showstopper cam. Woo! That stuff is it's super subtle, Anu. The key aspect, removal from the hand as criteria. Take, right? Take, and once they take it, you'll mark that, yes, and they'll drop it right away, and that sucks. Fucking sucks. As soon as that starts to happen, then you take, and then you re-grab and retake and retake and retake. And when you start to re-grab and retake, what happens is it's all just taking, right? And then when it's all just taking, you shift your criteria to the drop and more taking. This is a good one. Uh-oh. So, DiscDog Nation has the opposite problem. Flynn won't give unless I lure with something else. It's basically keep away from me. He'll drop it, but if I reach, he tries to grab before me. I ignore and he just beats my leg with the disc. Yeah. Make it hop, Chris. Make it hop. Throw 5 discs on the ground. Reach down super slow and pick one up. And by super slow, you see that? You guys can see that, right? Yeah. So I start reaching down and I just keep going. I never speed up, ever. And I pick it up, and here's what you do, Chris, right here. If you got him, fuck yeah, I got you, bitch. I got you, woo! Yeah, and he knows that it's coming, so you get down here. He knows you're gonna snatch it up. Can't do that. Can't do that. You gotta reach slow, keep reaching slow, right? You start to pick it up, and he bites it, and you keep moving. Maybe he tugs it out of your hand. That's okay, I'll go for this one. He jumps on that one. I'll reach over here super slow for this one. All of them this fast, and it just keeps moving. He'll bite it, he'll start to pull, and I'll pick it up. Sydney saw that with Everly. It works with all dogs. The key is you can never snatch to take it from them while you're doing that. If you do, you're in trouble. So that would be a good exercise, like 5 discs and then just pick them all up, right? Super slow. You can give him a bite when you pick one up, right? You get it? Yes, that's awesome. Give him the bite. Yes, wow, that's amazing. Reach down super slow and pick up another one. And every time you get up, yes, bite. He'll learn real quick to back his shit off of that. Never snatch from him. The other thing, hang out, neutral, multiple discs, out, and wait. When his teeth come off, yes, then bite, or roller, or next, or whatever. Go neutral and wait for this criteria, right? Wait for that drop criteria. If he doesn't have a drop at all, you need to do some bite work before that. But anyway, there you go. A couple things on that. Yeah, it's don't work it a bunch. Don't work it a bunch. Work it clearly. You want example, non-example. Example, non-example. example, non-example. Example, 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 non-example. Example, 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 non-example. Right? Where the non-example is either the thing that the dog always fucking does that I wish he wouldn't do, or non-example being the thing that you want to kind of make go away from the cue or the desired behavior. Yeah, if he'll drop, just be neutral. Drop, yes. Bite. Just make sure what's probably happening, Chris, is you're cueing drop and you've got some subtle movement. Standing here, right? Drop. And he's waiting for you to shift or to do something, right? Drop, you lean in on him maybe. Drop, you lean back. Drop, you load the next disc, something like that. Or you're loaded and you drop down. Who the fuck knows what he's cueing on, right? But if very purposefully we go drop, yes, boom. Drop, yes, boom, right? If it's very clear all the time that I'm in this neutral position, or drop, pose, and that's it. That's as good a lure as you're going to get, buddy. Right? And I can wait here forever. As soon as he drops, yes, boom. Right? Hopefully that makes sense. But you can work that drop. I would work on getting it clear that his teeth off makes next happen. That he has great power and great control over the game by how he takes his teeth off. And once that happens, then we can leverage that towards the give. Now when he's beating up your leg and you reach down there super slow, right? He's not going to think you're trying to tug with him. You're going to reach down super slow and he's going to be like, well, shit, he doesn't have anything in his hand. I better put it in there. And then he puts it in there, you can re-grab. Bang, 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 bang. Now he's jamming it in your hand. Then we contrast with the non-example of him tearing it out of our hand with the give. And hopefully that makes sense. My battery is going where on my audio? Where would my battery be going, Alicia? Looks like I got good. Am I here? No. Why would I have serious lag? Well, we have some Russian bot. How do I boot somebody from